Yo, what's going on guys, FreshBall95 here, and welcome back to some more Fancy Freddy's Security Breach. We are on a race on the clock right now because literally tomorrow is when the Ruined DLC drops, and the only thing I have to do right now is I need to collect all of the CDs. Now, I'm pretty sure you guys might be asking one thing: what happened to my facial hair? I had a wedding party to attend to this past Saturday, so it did require me to shave, but darn it, it'll grow back eventually. But yeah, anyway, that's not the main point of the video. I am gonna go find all the CDs. Now, you guys may remember I did find one of the CDs in Bonnie Bowl already in one of my past videos. I'm showing the clip right now. So yeah, that's one of the first ones. So obviously we're gonna need Freddy for pretty much the entirety of this so that we can actually find the discs. So I do remember where some of the discs are. I don't remember where the rest are, but so yeah, we're just gonna go right into it. So I'm pretty sure that there's one just in the dead center here of the atrium. Should be just right here. Yep, there it is. I have to stay crouched for this. Roxy just passed by. Just passed by. Passed by. Passed by. Thank you. Okay. Had to let Roxy pass by there. So yeah, anyway. Now, there are a few there by Rockstar Row, so I'm gonna go and find those very quickly. Now, in Rockstar Road, there are a few of these cardboard cutouts that are around the place, and one of them should be in this, yep, it's in this thing's mouth. Which is a bit of an odd place to put it, if you ask me, but, might as well, we're gonna have to collect it, because, you know, it's part of the thing that we have to do anyway, so. Alright, now, the next one is literally over here. Now, there should be one in here, if I remember correctly. I do need to get Freddy in here somehow, so just... Oh, he's gonna come through that door. Okay, yeah, that's completely fine with me. So I'll say you can stop, Freddy. You can stop. Anyway, now, I don't remember exactly where it is in this room. I'm pretty sure it's, yep, it's right there. I had a feeling about that. Okay. You have a clever spot to put it, actually. So yeah, okay. Now, there's a ton of other spots I may not remember, so I'm just gonna have to get like a quick recap and then I'll get back to you guys. Okay, something funny to mention, I literally went past one of the CDs already. Literally, it's over by Monte Gator Golf. Now, I know that there's one on one of the greens in the actual golf course of Monte Gator Golf, but what I'm talking about is that I actually missed one just over here. Literally right here. I do not know how I did not remember that, even though this was literally one of the ones that I do remember, but I'm just gonna collect it there. Alright, well, back to hunting. Okay, so the next one is here in Kit's Cove, and it's inside one of the treasure chests that contains gold. It should be this one right here. Yep, this is the one here. You know, if you guys want to use my guide here to kind of like, you know, help you guys find all these retro CDs, then you guys are free to. I'm just trying to do this very quickly just so that I can actually, you know, just get all the CDs, listen to them just before Ruin comes out. So I'm basically on the clock here. So, yep, I'm just going to get to the next CD. Alright, so we might as well get the one from Monte Gator Golf done and over with so then we don't have to come back here later on. So the next one here should be at hole number 5, I believe. Yeah, it should be just right over here once it reveals itself. And yep, I was right. Okay. Wait. Oh shoot. Monty freaking sees me. Hang on. Hang on. No. Hang on a minute. No. Hold on a minute there. Okay, that might have been just like a very weird glitch that happened because Monty was technically on, you know, the bottom floor there while I was still at the top here, so yeah, I do not know what happened there, but it's whatever anyway. So yeah, we might as well just go on ahead and get to the next disc. Alright, next up it is in this little bakery here with the freaking cupcake that just stares at us, which is very creepy. And yep, it's right here, just right up front of the golden cupcake. Now, yeah, none of the bots here come over here, so that's fine. Ew, that's a lot of cockroaches. That's ew, ew. Okay, I'm gonna have to collect this very quickly right before anything happens. There we go. Okay, well, time for the next CD, I guess. Alright, this is another one that I'll get out of the way right now. The next one here is in Faster Blast, just in the lobby here, right in front of the trophy case. So, just hope that none of the security bots come here. Like, they don't come. Yeah, they don't come here. Okay, that's good. That's at least good, because it does take a bit for us to collect these anyway. So, yep, that is our 9th one. Yep, that is number 9. Okay. Alright. Time to get to the next one. Alright, so the next one is nearby Roxy Raceway, but we don't go that way. We have to go over here to the Glam Rocks Salon. Just have to wait for the world to load very quickly. Glad they added this feature, by the way. Just have to give it a little bit, and there we go. Okay. Now, obviously we need Freddy here, so... There he is. Were you hiding behind that wall the entire time? I have no idea, but anyway. Okay, so the next one should be over here. Yep, just in front of this big Roxy plushie, literally. Okay, just gonna collect that very quickly. Bada bing, bada boom. There we go. Hi, Freddy. How you doing? Anyway, let us go and find the next CD. Alright, so the next one here is in Mazer Size, and it should be on our left here, nearby the snack bar. Should be, yep, right under that soda fountain. Alright. Just gonna collect this very quickly, and bam. Okay, now we just have a few more to go. Alright, so the next one here is in Roxy Raceway after all, so we just have to go around these obstacles very quickly. And it seems like that the one that we're looking for is over in the bumper cars over here. Should be on this one here. Yep, it is right there, on this Freddy one specifically. There we go. Just gonna collect this super quickly. There we go. Alrighty. Seems like we are collecting quite a lot of them. So like, yeah, how much do we have? We have 12 currently. We have to find 4 more now. As far as I know, there is another one in West Arcade, so we might have to, we're gonna have to go and get that right now, right before we forget it, so let's go and get that very quickly. I don't know why I don't know why I didn't do this earlier. I should have. Alright, so in the West Arcade is going to be in one of these karaoke rooms, specifically this one here in green, right here. And it should be, yep, it's on the microphone stand. Alright. I'll have to reach up a little bit to get this, because I know that Gregory's quite short here. And there we go. Okay. Now, there's a few more that we have to get, and I don't know why Freddy's just glitched up on the wall there. I don't know what was with that. But anyway. We do have a few more to get, so we're just going to have to get to those right away. Alrighty, so the next disc is over in the backstage area, just right behind Rockstar Row. Where's the door? There it is. Yeah. So it should be around here, and it should be on this little pedestal here. Yep, there it is. Just gonna grab it very, very quickly. I keep saying grab it very quickly. I don't know why, just like I don't know what else to say right now, but anyway. Alright, there are 2 more we have to get, and thankfully those 2 are in the basement area. So, yeah, let us get to that right away. Alright, so the next one is over here where we take Gregory to the medical station over here. But instead of, you know, staying right here, we have to go up these stairs here. Which the fence is already gone. And, yep, there it is. It's right up front of the Foxy plushie. Let's get this very quickly. And bada bing, bada boom. Alright. Alright. And now I do know where the last one is, so I'm just gonna quickly get to that right now, and then we will be on our way. Alright, so the last one here is just up at the beginning here. Right here is the last one. Okay. So once we get this final disc here, that is when we are ready to listen to all 16. There we go. Okay. So we're just gonna go through it with Freddy. There we go. Alrighty. It doesn't really matter which way you take in order to get to there. So we have to go to the same spot where the first chase scene happens, right here. But now we have to go through here. Now, I would say you need to have all 3 upgrades for Freddy in order to access the spot. So obviously you need Monty's Claws right here. There you go. And then, I forgot about the spot here, poor bot. Anyway, and you also need Chica's voice box. There you go. And then you'll be led up to this wall right here, which you can see it is outlined by Roxy's eyes. Now, the only way for you to access it is with the Faz cam. You use it, boom, and there you go. You got this little secret doorway. Sorry, Freddy. Just give me a quick sec here. Alright, before we get into it, we're gonna get this message bag very, very quickly. There we go, torn paper. Alrighty. So, this little room is basically a little Easter egg to the little room that we're in just after each night of Sister Location. But that's not the main focus of this. The main focus is on the left here. This right here is where we get to listen to every single of those retro CDs. So now what I'm going to do for you guys is that I'm going to completely mute myself and isolate my webcam so then we can listen to these together. So without further ado, let us listen to all 16 of those CDs.
Hello, Vanessa. How are you feeling today? You look a little tired. Well, it's been a while since we last spoke. How's your anxiety been? You did so well with your calming protocols when we first worked together. Are you still using those? Yes? Okay, good. Well, now I understand there's a new issue. It came on just recently, rather suddenly. Can you tell me about it?
What issue? I've been doing my job. I come in and sit at my desk and do my work.
Yes, of course you do. Your performance reviews are good. But a routine check of your online history has revealed that you've spent quite a bit of time with someone in an encrypted conversation. We have transcripts, and I've read them. But it's not clear what you're talking about in these conversations. I can't make sense of it. You must be getting something from these that I'm not getting, right? Who are you talking to in these?
No one. Sometimes I talk with Lewis. He's in the marketing department. He's nice, I guess.
Yes, I see Lewis here. But there's someone else. Good morning. Isn't it a pretty day? No? What's the matter? Oh, right. Too bright. I'll pull the shades. Better? When the shade's pulled, it feels like we're in a cubbyhole or a cave? Yeah? So you're not talking to me again today? This isn't all that productive, you know. Don't you think the sessions are more successful when you talk to me? You know, everyone associated with this company gets performance reviews, right? When my sessions don't get results, my reviews aren't very good. If you don't want to talk for your own sake, how about for mine? You don't want me to get in trouble, do you? I could be put in the corner for a timeout. Yeah, you think that's funny, huh? Hi, go ahead. Sit down.
I don't know you. What happened to...
Oh, we'll get to know each other in no time. I've read through all your files, so I feel like we've been talking for weeks. I feel like I know your dad, too. Bill, right? Your dad's name was Bill? I'm sorry, what did you say?
I try to do what I'm supposed to do.
I know you do. Your supervisor notes that you follow instructions perfectly. Your dad made you follow instructions, didn't he? I'm talking about the custody battle between your mum and your dad. Your dad didn't play fair, did he? He used to make your mum look bad in court. I'm so sorry that happened to you. Do you want to talk about how that felt? I suppose I don't need you to tell me it felt bad to have a parent scare you into saying things that weren't true. He manipulated you. It wasn't your fault. It's really sad, but it's common for one parent to use their child to hurt the other parent. I know your mum after she lost the custody case.
I was supposed to be a good girl.
What happened to her had nothing to do with you, even though it was your testimony that did it. Was that testimony true? No, I didn't think so. But your dad is to blame, not you. You're not going to talk to me? No? What's the problem? Oh, the flowers? Yes, these are particularly fragrant today, aren't they? I'll move them. There. Now, let's see. What are you looking at? You're amazingly alert, aren't you? All right. Well, I'd like to have you tell me about yourself. But I can see that you're not going to do that. Or are you? All right, then. If you aren't going to talk to me, I'll just go by these notes. You just sit there and be comfy. Or not. That chair doesn't really fit you, does it? Well, this won't take long. Let's see. Your previous counselor is no longer available. Does that bother you? No? You don't look surprised to see me sitting here instead of your last therapist. Well, then, let's get to it. I'll admit that some of what's in your file is a little surprising. Overall, you don't come across as a troublemaker. But if you read between the lines, it's clear that you have a little rebellious side, right? And I'm surprised by your knowledge of computers. You're something of a phenom. Do you know what that word means? It means you have unusual skill. Like a hacker. I assume you know what a hacker is. Yes? Do you think of yourself as a hacker? Good morning, Vanessa. Let's jump right in, shall we? I got a message last night about you, and I have to be honest, it was upsetting. Apparently, the IT department has put together a pretty lengthy report chronicling non-job-related communications that have been coming to your computer. The fact that you're still doing something obviously not work-related on the job is disturbing enough. But what bothers me about what I read is that the messages you're getting seem very manipulative in nature. Do you know who I'm talking about?
I get a lot of messages from friends. I like when Lewis writes to me. He's funny.
I'm not talking about Lewis. You know who I'm talking about. Why won't you open up about it? What you might not know is that this person who's been sending you messages has been hacking into your personal files too. These are the same files I have here. These files are full of details about your life. Do you know what that means?
I'm not in the tech department. I just type on the computers.
I know that. But what matters here is that this person who is contacting you knows a lot about you.
Lots of people know more than I do. Sometimes I need to listen.
Good morning. It's good to meet you. I've read your file, so I'm up to speed on what you and your previous therapists have worked on. Sure, you can have a candy. I'll have one too. You look chill sitting there like that. Not a care in the world, huh? All right. Well, I'd like to start by talking about your parents. What happened to them and you was tragic. But when I looked through the notes, I didn't get a sense that you've processed that emotionally. When I read your account of what happened, it came across as, well, more of an objective rather than a subjective narrative. Oh, sorry. You don't know what that means, do you? What I mean is that the way you told the story is more like you were reading something from a book than you were talking about your own past. That makes me think you've cut yourself off from it. Is that right? Not sure? Well, I see in your file that you spend a lot of time by yourself and are good at self-dialogue. You know what I mean? Asking yourself questions and getting answers. So maybe you should ask yourself how you really feel about your past. Maybe you should give yourself a chance to really look at what happened and let yourself be upset about it, so you can let it go. Hi, Vanessa. Would you like a candy? Butterscotch today.
No, thank you. Those have 35 calories apiece.
Well, they taste good to me. Okay, I thought we could do something today that will help us get to know one another better. It looks like you've never taken an ink blot test, right? No? Okay. Then I'm going to show you some ink blots, like this one. And I want you to tell me the first thing it makes you think of. Here we go. What do you see here?
A treehouse.
It does look sort of like a treehouse, doesn't it? Do you like treehouses?
I like to sit outside and read.
That's good. Now, what about this one?
A beetle.
Really? Looks like a face to me. That's very interesting. Have you thought more about what we talked about? In our last session, you told me you were sad and scared about what happened to you. I suggested you write down exactly what made you so sad and scared. Did you do that? You know, I work with people of all ages, from little kids to the very elderly, and everyone reacts to tragedy differently. Tragedy always leads to a feeling of loss. It's a hole that feels funny, right? Yeah. So, if you could process those feelings, how do you think it would affect your fantasies? Would you keep them in the way they are? What are you doing? Oh, you like those? I do too. They smell so sweet, don't they? Apparently, the janitor on this floor has a garden and has been putting bouquets in the offices here for years. Do you ever grow things? No?
I work a lot.
I know you do. Maybe more than you should. More free time would do you good. Do you have a hobby? No? Perhaps we could find one for you, like a sport. No? I have a craft space in my basement. Maybe I could come up with something you could learn to do.
I don't like dark basements.
I'd say make yourself comfortable, but I think you already are. It looks like you could take a nap. That's a nice chair, isn't it? According to these message logs, you've been working pretty late over the last couple of weeks. Or not working. Are you ready to talk about who you're interacting with? From what I can see here, the interaction is getting more serious. Is it distracting you from your work?
My work is important. There's a non-disclosure agreement.
Good morning, Vanessa. Well, I can't blame you for looking out the window instead of listening to me. It's a gorgeous day, isn't it?
I like the blue sky.
So do I. Now, let's see what we can get done on this nice sunny day. Okay, here we go. I know part of your job requires you to do online searches, but a routine audit of your search history has revealed that you're doing a little private searching on company time. Is that right?
I get breaks.
That's true. So, on your breaks, it looks like you were shopping for a costume. You purchased some fake fur material. What are you going to make? What was that? Did you say the costume is a secret? Why is that?
I can't talk about this. He said he would always be watching. He could be here, or there, or anywhere in between.
Are you talking about your dad? Have those feelings come up again? I hate sounding like a broken record, but this is something you really need to resolve if you're ever going to be happy.
I have. I compartmentalized him. He's locked away.
No, that's not what I mean. You can't just ignore an issue. You have to face your memory of the experiences and process them so you can let it go. So you don't get triggered anymore. You can use a sort of self-dialogue to release these things.
I don't like doing that.
Well, okay. We'll get back to that. I'd really like to know something about this costume. What's it for? I understand you'll be transferring to a different location soon. I'll be sorry to see you go. I think we've been making progress, don't you? You can request to come back and speak with me more on your own time, though. Did you know that? Our sessions don't have to be company mandated. I have all sorts of clients, Vanessa. I don't just work with corporations. I work with individuals and small groups. I even work in schools. I'm wherever I'm needed.
I'm needed somewhere else now. Thank you. When I'm getting to know a new client, I like to start by finding out directly from them what they like to do. How do you spend all the time you have? Nothing. Well, how do you feel about sports? You like sports? Yeah? No? Oh, I get it. You like to watch them, but not play them. You like being inside, don't you? I get that. Lots of weird stuff outdoors, isn't there? Yeah, I understand. Well, I hate to do this right off the bat, but I've been directed to ask you about this. Apparently, I'm the 4th therapist you've had. And apparently, all 3 of your former therapists have gone missing. Or 2 of them are missing. I don't want to scare you, but I have to tell you that one of them was found dead. That doesn't seem to upset you. Well, then I guess I'll go ahead and tell you that the woman's body was pretty messed up. It looked like it was mangled by machinery. That doesn't bother you either? It's all pretty strange, I think. I'm not clear on the circumstances. Apparently the police don't have any evidence. How does all of this make you feel? Maybe I should be watching my back. Yeah, that's funny, isn't it? Okay, shall we move on to something lighter? Do you know a place called Freddy Fazbear's Mega Pizzaplex? I'll take your silence as a yes. And besides, I know you know it, because the technicians who work for Pizzaplex know you. Or rather, I guess it would be better to say that they think they do. They report that they've caught you on camera, or at least it appears to be you. Nothing to say about that? Well, the techs are convinced that you've hacked into their system many times. Although, I'll admit I don't see any proof here. Seems like they have more of a gut feeling than fact. But apparently, the hacks are causing all kinds of problems. You get a kick out of that? The idea of techs running around like chickens with their heads cut off? Yeah, that's a funny image, isn't it? But seriously, I have to say that I think it's weird that you'd spend so much time in such a busy, social place. You seem like more of a loner to me. Lots of time by yourself instead of with friends. Lots of time talking to yourself. Right? Is it the electronics you like? I saw in your file that you have developed software programs that talk to you in repeat phrases, right? The program asks you questions and prompts you for responses. It's kind of like your own self-therapy, isn't it? Another way of talking to yourself to work things out, right? When I saw some of your recent encrypted conversation logs, that's what I thought I was looking at. It felt like I was watching someone go back and forth in their own head. But the text found something that's different than that. When I read what they found, at first, I thought I was looking at more examples of you just talking with yourself. Then I realized it was different. When I study this, it sounds like there is someone else responding to you. Who is it?
I saw some inkblot test results in your file. I like inkblot tests. You want to do one? Yes? Okay. How about this one? What do you see? What? You want to hold it? Okay. You think it's a mask? It reminds you of a mask? Like a disguise? Yeah, I can see that. You like the idea of being disguised? Disguises let you be sort of invisible, don't they? You can get away with almost anything when you're invisible, can't you? Yeah, you like that idea, huh? Well, okay, moving on. I have another report we need to talk about. Apparently, the techs were reviewing communications going in and out of this building, and they came across some interesting things. They say you were in communication with someone, or maybe something. Pretty strange. What do you think about that? Nothing? Well, the techs say it looked to them like it was an attempt to manipulate you, or maybe to lure you somewhere. There, that's better. On this side of the desk, I can see your eyes. The thing is, when I read the communications, I get something different out of them. I don't think you're being manipulated here. I think you're the one doing the manipulating. No comment? Huh? Okay. Then how about this? I have this still shot the techs pulled from the security footage that recorded you in the Pizzaplex. That's you, isn't it? I know this image is distorted, but I think it looks like you. And you're not alone here. You're talking to someone. Or something. It's hard to tell. What are those things? They almost look like rabbit ears. What? You find that amusing? Well, I guess it is. I got another message from the techs at the Pizzaplex. I'm afraid it's about you again. The techs have been struggling to fix some serious glitches with the robots. I'm not sure what exactly is wrong, except that it's making the robots more eerie than entertaining. You like that? Eerie instead of entertaining? Thanks, but it's really not that funny. Apparently, the glitch extended beyond the robots. It went system-wide. It began infecting all the machines, and when the techs traced the glitch back to its origin, it led them to you. I'm not going to pretend to understand everything I'm reading here, but what I get is that the system-wide glitch was like a cascade that was broadcasting a very dangerous message. While the techs were trying to reprogram the system to remove the glitch, the source of the glitch shifted. You'll have to excuse me, I'm not all that familiar with computer programming, so I might get this wrong, but what I understand is that the glitch stopped being a glitch and turned into an intentional set of subroutines that were aimed at creating the same thing the glitch created. Those subroutines seem to have come from you. Can you explain that? Listen, I'm on your side here. Our sessions are just between you and me. The techs can't prove what they think, so you're not in trouble. I just thought you could tell me what you're trying to do. Maybe if we could get to the bottom of that, it could help you. What do you think? Still not talking? All right. Well, then let's do this. Why don't we talk about the research I did in your past, shall we? Some therapists think they should only focus on information they get from their clients, but some therapists, like me, think it's helpful to find out about clients from other sources. Want to guess what I found out when I looked into the tragedy of your past? All that stuff about your parents? You aren't even gonna look at me? Fine. You can look at the floor all you want. But it won't change the fact that none of what you said in your file about your parents was true. The truth is, you had great parents, a great childhood. Why did you lie? Look at me. Tell me why you lied. Well, I can understand why you might feel angry about the way I just confronted you. Why don't we come back to this another day? You're shaking your head as though that's not going to happen.
Okay, so after listening to all 16 of those tapes, we find it very clear that, well, it's apparent that Vanessa is obviously, well, Vanny, even though in one of the endings it does show that Vanessa is at the top of the roof, even though that, you know, Vanny is at the bottom where, you know, she technically fell. But she's been through a lot of therapists, which that being practically the fifth one, I would say, or maybe the sixth. I kind of lost track of that, but you can correct me in the comments if you want. But a lot of that leading up to the glitches that happened here in the Pizzaplex. So obviously, the animatronics are not doing it by their own will. Most of them have been affected by the glitch trap virus, I guess you can put it. And obviously, Freddy is not affected by it because some people have said that he's possessed by Michael's spirit, I guess you could put it that way, which could make sense. But at the same time, the sources led to Vanny, so I guess maybe that might be explained more when it comes to FNaF Ruin, who knows, but yeah. I think I did everything that needed to be done, at least when it comes to video-wise and all that. Mainly, some of the other things I have to do, such as, like, you know, to get the rest of the achievements and all that, I have to do that all on my own. But I'm pretty sure more achievements will come by the time Ruin comes out, but yeah. With all that said, I've done everything that I need to do just before Ruin drops. So yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Be sure to like, subscribe, turn notifications, and if you haven't yet, be sure to join my Discord server and follow me on Twitch. Links are in the description down below as well. As always, I will see you guys in the next video or live stream, or for when Ruin comes out. Peace out and have a great day or night.